just started to hear from more and more people about going through a time of real pressure and anxiety here in Alberta. And I just thought if nobody stepped up with a credible plan and the right skills to reunite the free enterprise political family, frankly, I think today we'd have the PC and Wild Rose parties beating each other up and the very real prospect of a second NDP term. The questions on people's minds are overwhelmingly jobs, the economy, and pipelines, how to stand up for the province, get a fair deal in the country. That's been true for years, and I think it's true in this last week of the campaign. And, you know, there have been efforts by our opponents to divide people on hot-button wedge issues, and we just don't go there. Our focus is on the economy. Ours is a mainstream Alberta party. We recognize there's a diversity of opinion on a lot of these questions. We can get to balance in 4 years through a careful, measured path. It won't be easy to maintain a spending freeze for that period of time. But I'll be honest with you, my main focus, I'm a bit of a supply sider. My main focus is getting the economy rolling so the government revenues will increase. I truly believe that's doable while maintaining quality public services, given that Alberta spends so much more than other provinces. We just became inefficient. I am prepared to pursue common sense reforms within the universally insured, publicly accessible Medicare system, such as more competitive contracting for day surgeries like they do in the home place of Medicare over in Saskatchewan, which reduce wait times by 75%. So, I am prepared to be practical. I guess my point is we need to move beyond these, the rigid dogma that has dominated the health debate in Canada. Yes, obviously preserve a universal, publicly funded Medicare system, but do it in a way that it's more focused on the patients. I came to the conclusion that we needed to do something dramatic to bring investor confidence back to Alberta. And just resetting to the status quo ante wasn't going to be good enough. I wanted a rate that was so significantly different that it would compel CEOs of businesses across Canada to really consider relocating part or all of their operations to Alberta. There's tremendous anxiety in this province. People feel like they've done everything they're supposed to do, played by the rules, paid big taxes, contributed to the rest of the Federation, and we're just getting hemmed in, blocked in, pinned down everywhere we turn. So that frustration can go in two different directions. It can either go in the direction of total alienation come separation. And according to Angus Reid, 50% of the public here claim they support secession. Or it can go in the direction of renegotiating our place in the Federation, a federalist reform agenda that insists on some recognition of our role as a major generator of wealth and opportunity that we share across the country. I want to take the latter path. I want to provide a positive federalist alternative to the voices of division and anger that exist in this province. I don't know. I think I got 4 parties to my right running against me. People who don't think I'm conservative enough. I just point to my electoral record. I've been elected by the public here 8 times in an urban constituency with, on average, 72% of the vote. I think that it confirms that I'm pretty much in the mainstream of Alberta politics. And, I always say I don't think most people think along the left-right linear spectrum. That's why I never referred to our unity effort between the two free enterprise parties as Unite the Right, because I just think that's it's far too limiting in terms of the breadth of the coalition we're trying to create. My reference point for this coalition, this United Conservative Party, is sort of the Big Tent free enterprise movements of Lougheed and Klein in Alberta, Campbell and Clark in British Columbia, Brad Wall, Scott Moe in Saskatchewan, and Stephen Harper nationally. And I think we've done a pretty good, not a perfect job, but a pretty good job of developing that big tent coalition. And you know, depending on the day of the poll, we're bouncing around half of the support of Albertans, which is, I think, indicative of a mainstream party.